What's good, my boy? I got my boy Exotic Wop here, Chicago legend, Chicago artist. How you feeling, bro?
Shit, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. Hell yeah.
Y'all just came back from traveling. How was the traveling going on? What y'all do out there in Orlando, man?
The travel was good. It was a safe trip. Shit, we partied a little bit. We had a little bit and shot some movies.
Oh
I
yeah,
shot scenes to the galore, so that was dope. And I've been wanting to shoot that for a minute now. So yeah, that was dope. It was a great experience though, being in Orlando. I never been to Orlando, so that was cool.
yeah. What made you choose Orlando out of everywhere in the world right now? What made y'all go out there?
Yeah, it was due to the connection. Due to the connection. So it was the people willing to work. So shit, I shot out there. I was available and shit. We shot the movie. Shit, that's what it was.
Right,
It was good though.
right. So, man, we're gonna get straight into the interview because I got a couple of questions that I want to ask
Let's
you.
dive in. Let's dive in.
So, first, um, see, you took a little break from the music industry for a little while, right?
For sure.
Any reason behind it, or you just felt like you needed to give it a little break?
It was just more so. I think just me kind of really just being in the streets. Just it's kind of be a distraction. Like you can't really do both. So it's like I'm more locked in right now. I got everything already laid out now. So it's like I could focus on the music now. But at the time, it was just I couldn't. Then I just had two kids, two back to back. So I was kind of like trying to figure out like just that and shit. Everything really squared away now though, so I could really focus on the music. Time it's the right time right now.
Right. So you said something about your cat. You said you got two, right?
Hmm.
Are they living in Chicago?
For sure. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So I recently just did an interview with your man's Driller, and he was telling me about he didn't feel comfortable going to certain places with his children because of you know just just the life that he lives. We're gonna keep it at that.
True enough.
Um, do you feel the same way?
Yeah. Yeah. But I mean, like, it's just really a way to move with everything you do. So it's just like we just gotta just figure that out. But for sure, it's not the way to like just think you could just go out with your kids due to the lifestyle how we grew up and think it's like chicken ass sweet or like nothing gonna happen. Like nah, that ain't really fair to them. So like that's frustrating for me as a father. Like I just can't go anywhere with my kids because that's really not the way to live. If my kids want to jump up and go anywhere, we need to be going. Daddy need to take them. But due to how I grew up, Daddy can't be doing all that.
Do
It's the
you
way we
think
move.
that do you think that affects you and your child's relationship?
Nah, hell no, because shit, I'm gonna solve it. I'm gonna figure that shit out. However it go, like so. Me personally, I'll be willing to move. You just gotta figure out where.
So you gonna travel a little bit before you find a
Yeah,
destination where you
sightsee, what I'm saying, meet some people, what I'm saying, get some information, get some insight, see how the educational systems is in these cities and shit like that. I gotta know a little bit before I move there, but not too much. We ain't holding back. We gonna go. We on the go. So yeah, I'll be willing to move.
So what made you get back to doing music? What was your motivation behind that?
I really never stopped doing music. I just ain't never put it out there. But what really made me like really get back is when like Kiddo came home. He came home with man the different type of energy that he said he was gonna come home with too. So him coming home going strong, and then he met motherfucking Birdman. Like, what I'm saying? He linked up with Birdman. You know what I'm saying? That was a major move. So I'm like, nah, bro, really out here standing on business. Like, I never put in the work that even he put in. And I was rapping and fucking around. I ain't put in the work like him, Rose, shout out Rose, Free Rose, Driller. They put in real work. So like they used to be getting up just going hard. I was kind of the guy that just like fill in. What I'm saying? I'm more like I freestyle, you feel me? I just have fun with it. Dude, growing up, they was taking it serious. So a kiddo coming home, like taking that major leap so fast, I'm like, I ain't gonna let this shit for the taking. Like, it's all about just applying that pressure. So I get it more so. And I want to learn the business part of it too. Like, so I get it now more than at first. So
So you definitely think Kiddo came back home and turned you up a little bit,
off
gave you the motivation to get back.
for sure. Off the back, man. You came home going crazy. I know you synced. I know you checked him out.
Yeah.
Did your homework.
Oh,
Man, he was going crazy. So like, and that's bro. So I'm like, damn, bro, going crazy. and I'm right there every step of the way with them. So I'm like, nah, I gotta go hard. I'm tweaking. I'm playing. I'm like, I'm definitely playing. So
Man, I heard some of your music too, man. Matter of fact, when we was on the way back from Raleigh from doing Driller interview,
straight up,
my cousin, he was like, man, let's listen to some of bro music. Lil Bumping, man, you hard, bro. You kind of got like a southern sound though to me, like
straight up.
more from the south, like some a little Atlanta, a little mixed with a
I
Chicago.
got I got some sauce, a nigga be dripping and steezing, so a nigga, I ain't like the typical artist, what I'm saying, from Chicago, like so far as like dissing and shit like that. So, you know what I'm saying? I get a different fan base than probably the typical
Do
Chicago
you think
artist.
that make you stand out
For
from
sure.
not just people that are friends with you or you grew up with, but just the whole Chicago in general?
Yeah, it made me stand out. That's what I've been told. But, I don't look at it like that because, like, shit, that's where I come from. And it's like, I don't know, I still give, you know what I'm saying? Motherfucker, I know, like, I eat from the rack too. So I don't know. Like, that's what I get from people, though. So, yeah, you could say that.
Okay, so what's your standpoints on violence in the city, and you think there's a solution to the kiddos?
Damn, my standpoint on the violence.
And if you do, what do you think the solution is? Yeah.
Solution? I mean, solution is like what's going on now, like how the effort is people are trying to push peace more than ever. So like that's good. You got people just really like stepping out there, putting their face out there, putting their body and soul on the line. So that's cool. And that's just a start. You know what I'm saying? Somebody got to sacrifice to like really put in that work, and then everybody kind of just get the, over stepping on it, standing on it. But right now in Chicago, I feel like they're doing the right thing, you know what I'm saying, by promoting that and pushing that. But it starts with really getting next to people. You got to get next to people. That's where I stand. I want to get next to these people, you know what I'm saying, and connect, and we can make things happen, and then try to like be a society together, be a community, you know what I'm saying? Because growing up, I actually got to be a kid. You know what I'm saying? We had hoop centers, we had the Salvation Army in the hood, where you can go there, do your homework, play basketball, exert your energy, do this, that, and the third. So, you know what I'm saying? They give you a hot meal, you know what I'm saying? So I got to, you know what I'm saying, see how community was supposed to be, but I think that like where they cut that shit off, and I could understand why like us young kids, we be so destructive. We ain't got shit to burn our energy on. You know what I'm saying? If your mama or your daddy can't afford to put you in some type of sports or activity, what else you gonna do? You gonna be throwing rocks at cars and shit, stealing cars, breaking into houses, the typical shit that any kid to do. You could say that's bad, this, that, and the third, but I mean, like, if you're in a environment of poverty, what the fuck do you expect for real? You,
So let me ask you on. I'm glad you touched on that topic because what's the difference between when you was growing up as a kid compared to the kids in Chicago today? Like, is there a difference or is it still same
I
thing,
mean,
different day?
of course, it's things that's the same, but the difference is like I said, it's not it's not systematically like it's not systematically set up for motherfuckers to like for these kids to go into like a little program. The programs cost and people can't afford it. You know what I'm saying? So shit, that should be tough. I mean, a kid can't afford it. Well, like, what he gonna do? Play in the park? The park closed at a certain time, or he may be scared to go to the park because of a bully or such and such, or due to the neighborhood being crazy, or maybe they stole his bike, or whatever, he got jumped on. You know what I'm saying? When you go to the stuff like any facility, there's other adults and chaperones and stuff to monitor to the kids clashing because it's gonna bump heads and shit like that. Those places teach all the kids how to work together with different races and such. You feel me? So man, it's just I don't know. It's a big difference. We can't also because of the weapons. I mean, they got motherfucking switches and binary triggers and shit. That shit, they're exotic shit. Motherfucker grew up off 38s and shit. So like the weapons are crazy. The laws always change. That play a part in things. Social media became crazy. Social media is a matrix.
Okay, I'm glad. See, man, I'm already liking this interview already. So, speaking of interview, do you think people like me, right, the interviewer, do you think they play a big part in what goes on in what y'all do, or any part, not even big?
They
Does it play any part?
they play a part, but they like y'all play a part, right? But y'all just doing y'all part because y'all don't control like the algorithm. You feel me? It's people that control that. Who are those people? It's not us. You know what I'm saying? So they control it, and they control what they want to go up or to rise the attention where we feel like, oh, this is catching our eye. You feel me? They control the media. So if you seeing, your favorite rapper, you know what I'm saying, he young and he, what I'm saying, he has this, whatever, he might have dreads, whatever, he going crazy. That's what's going, and he got guns, this, that, and third, and he got cash and the exotic cars, young nigga got the bitches. I mean, if that's being posted, what young nigga ain't gonna follow that? Like, regardless of what their parents showed them, taught them, like, come on, that's a certain lifestyle that who wouldn't want to pop that though? Whether they want to be like that forever or like it's just easy to brainwash people that don't know where they headed.
Do you think that's a big problem in your city in general? Is just, or do you think that's in any hood?
It could be any city, but the thing is, Chicago's so big, so they got to use cities like that to promote the violence, like the New York. You know what I'm saying? Our shit just spread from how we do the drill shit, then influence New York, and then it's like the New York do what they do, and then like now you got these small towns and cities turning up and doing all this killing because you know what I'm saying, somebody from those, you know what I'm saying, from Chicago has been idolized as this, that, and the third, and that's what they promoting. You know what I'm saying? So it's the media is crazy though, cause it's just
so ultimately, as in, I just got really into the media. I was where you was standing at and sitting at one point in time. This camera saved my life.
how straight up.
So yeah, I understand where you're coming from, but as somebody that's new in the media, I also want to learn to not contribute to the deaths that y'all have in any city, not just Chicago.
So I'll say like
What can we do better?
we gotta figure out how to come together where we can get stuff established where these kids can go and exert their energy. You know what I'm saying? We have to figure it out. We got to come together as you do what you do, and I do what I do. We just got to come together and we got to figure it out. It's we can figure it out. We could probably get sponsorships, grants, loans, whatever the case may be. It's a way. It's a system. We have to crack the system. We do that. We get shit rolling for these kids because they act like they want the streets to be cleaned up. We can do that. We got to come together. We got to let them know we ain't playing. But if we on the rah-rah side of things, and you know what I'm saying, let's say you interviewing me about all the rah-rah and the shit going up, I'm liking that energy. All that is going through my veins. That now I'm becoming the part of the toxin, even though it's up to me to answer the shit or not. Or, you know what I'm saying? I'm coming on your platform. You just doing your job. You are a profession. I'm the artist. So as an artist, I got to be professional. So young artists coming on these platforms, they going to come on here and think a lot of shit cool that ain't cool. But you really got to go through the shit. So I don't know. Like, I ain't nobody role model or nothing like that, but man, it's like you gotta live and learn for real. But man, it's fucked up though. We just gotta come together though. That's the only way it's gonna work. And it's not gonna happen overnight.
No.
It's gonna take time. It's gonna take people sacrificing. You know what I'm saying? So we gotta come together. We come together, it's gonna happen. It's just gonna take
If
time.
you had a solution to get us to come together, is it is it an event? Is it?
It starts with events, shit like that. Just small events, gathering, meeting people, getting people's name and number, listing out email, getting contact information. We just gotta hit it off quick.
Do you believe that from what I hear, man, you sound like a leader. You sound like a leader, bro. That's what I hear from you. Why can't you be Martin Luther King? Why can't you be Malcolm X?
Yeah, I could definitely be me.
Yeah,
For sure. And that's what's going on. That's what's gonna happen. But like I said, I'm trying to figure it out too. So we gonna figure it out. So as we link other times, we gonna have some answers. It might not be all of them, but we gonna have some answers. And it's mandatory because shit, we gotta help the youth. We gotta help the youth. They only gonna get it when they bump their head. You gotta bump your head a couple times to get this shit, man. Ain't nobody perfect, but we know what we know, so we gotta give it to them. You know what I'm saying? We gotta give it to them.
So let's get back to your music a little bit. You go in the studio, you sit down.
Mm-hmm.
What's your process?
Man, you asked that. It's crazy. I don't think I got a process. I'm more like an energy type of guy. Like, so like, I don't know. I'm just like, if I'm happy, I'm just going. It's just if I'm cool, chilling, it's just going. I'm going there and fuck around. I don't be really writing like that.
You a punch in?
Yeah, I'm a punch in, or I just go straight freestyle. But like, I want to write though, so I've been writing and shit like in poetry form. So I've been writing and shit because I want to have a better delivery and give better messages out. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna talk all the rah rah drill shit too, but I kind of want it to be like how King Louis was popping that shit, or like, you know what I'm saying? I like how Herb do his shit, like shit like that. I don't want it to be rah rah, like, not really though, because when my kids hear this shit, they just like, they need to know like I did. He was living that lifestyle, but look how he laid it out. Like, I want to paint the picture though. You feel me? So I don't want to. I
Do
feel
you
like I
think
did that.
do you think you already doing that right now though?
I don't know what to call it for real, man. I just know like I'm free spirit with the shit, so I'm just free spirit. So I just wanna shape it up a little bit. I don't want to be like looked in that light like real artist for real, cause all that shit cap to me. Like that shit ain't. I don't know. Like I don't judge whoever. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I just feel like I come from that shit. I know what's going on. So like I don't be want to over pop that. I'm more like on the soft side of things. Party, get lit. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? We pop it. We looking good. You know what I'm saying? We standing good. We standing tall. We doing it. We living a lifestyle where it's popping. I don't really care for all you know what I'm saying? The popping on the drill side, like they even though that's what they want, I give them what they want, But at the end of the day, it's like I don't know. I don't know. Maybe because I got a little older. I don't know. I really ain't. That
How
shit
old are
ain't
you?
it. I'm 33.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm big.
You
I'm a vet
big
in
you
this.
the big on me.
Yeah,
You
I'm a
the big
vet in
on
this
me.
shit. Oh yeah, I'm a vet in this shit.
Yeah, you and my big brother the same thing.
Show that.
I'm 30 though, so
Uh,
I'm right there with you.
yeah, I'm a vet in this shit for sure.
Yeah.
But this shit, I don't know. It's just I don't really like that drill shit. Like so far as like how they do it, how they portray us on the internet. You know what I'm saying? The vlogs and shit. That shit whack as hell. But like I said, we don't control the media. So
Right. So, how do you handle people when they say, "I don't like WAP music and I don't really care too much for WAP music"? How you take the criticism
like
when
it.
people when you see it? Maybe you might
Hey,
see
you
the
know what
line.
crazy? I get that shit a lot from one of my homies, man. He be like, man, that shit trash. They be like, man, I told Wick the same thing, man, that shit trash. But I don't take it no way because this is somebody's opinion. And the thing is, you need controversy. So, you know what I'm saying? If I ain't gonna get it from all the other crazy shit, why not get it from the fans going back and forth saying this and that? That's all fine with me, man. It's a opinion, and I can't do shit but get better. With music, you can only get better at expressing yourself. So that's the point where I'm trying to get. I'm trying to be better at expressing myself through my music.
What's next for WAP? What's
What?
next? Album?
Oh, for sure,
Investments? Do you got any
for
investments
sure.
coming? What's
I don't want to talk about too much of the investments. We'll get back to that, once things get more plentiful. But definitely got a mixtape coming out. Rich Dad, Poor Dad.
Oh, I
Yeah,
like that. Love the book.
yeah, hell yeah. So,
Why the name? What's the why that name? That's tough.
cause that's
Why the name?
cause that's what's going on. Shit, from the richest, you know what I'm saying, from poor to rich. Like that's what's going on. Like a nigga going up. I'm already rich in blood, so this shit in me. So shit, that's what's going on.
Right.
Hell yeah.
Okay, so I see something behind me that say never give up. We before we
Yeah.
leave, I'm gonna get some pictures, a little
Shout out,
thing.
shout out, shout out my sister. She shout out Kenzie J. She got the Never Give Up clothing line out. We're gonna leave a link in the description, in the little description for y'all. This shit definitely popping. Let y'all see this shit. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we coming strong as more of this shit. More of this shit too. Different flavors, man. We popping it. We doing it.
Yeah. So why that name? Why your sister chose that name? Never give up. Is it just a motto that y'all go like?
For sure, that's the motto. Because I mean, that's one thing you can never do though. You can never give up. You give up, you see what I'm saying?
It's over.
It's over. So like, no matter what, and that go to anybody. That go for everybody. That go for any like shit. That go for everything. You just can't never give up. And we all have felt like giving up. Everybody that's so like this speak from the heart. This brand, I think everybody could feel it. They got a culture behind it. Just can't give up, man.
Yeah, that's tough.
Yeah,
Shout out to sis, man. And we gonna
yeah.
leave that link in the bio first.
Know that.
No.
Know that.
So you know what's funny? I was interviewing Driller, right?
Straight up.
And I got some questions sent to me from y'all because you like I'm not into the investigating y'all street shit.
Man, I hate all that.
I'm not
Like,
into that. So like I was asking him, I'm like, yo, all I'm finding is a bunch of stuff that sounds incriminating as hell to me. So I rather, these guys send me something that that would touch them. And I asked my man Drill, I said, Yeah, I heard your people from Africa. He fell out laughing.
Oh yeah, straight up.
I picked y'all two right on up, bro. I felt bad. I
That's
had to
funny.
cut it out the interview and everything.
That's funny shit right there.
So, but let me ask you, man. So, I heard that your family is from Africa. How was that upbringing, man?
So shit, OG and Pops was born in Africa, West Africa, Ghana. I was born here, so shit, I was always raised here, South Side of Chicago. And the upbringing was, I mean, like I said, I got to be a kid, bro, a big ass kid. It wasn't as crazy as how this shit is now. Like I got to be a big ass kid. I grew up pretty spoiled. So shit, you know what I'm saying? I got siblings. I got a younger brother. I got sisters and shit like that. But yeah. I mean, it was like I said, I had fun as a kid, bro. I got to do whatever I want. It was always dangerous, bro. People was still getting kidnapped, raped, shot, all that shit. But it just was everybody had. When it come to like people getting shot, it was always towards just the gangbangers. It was never no innocent motherfucker. Even though, of course, innocent people been getting shot. Period. But it was more direct. But I got to grow up and be a kid, man. I got to have fun. We can bring Chicago back like that where the Bud Billiken was lit. You probably don't know what the Bud Billiken is, but it's a parade in Chicago that goes on every summer at the end of the summer before back to school. Lit. You back in the day, lit. I'm talking about that's something you would want to experience in Chicago. So if we can get shit like that jumping again, I think Chicago would be great too.
You think that would help?
Whoa, that'd be big because I mean at the end of the day, the Bud Billiken always brought everybody together. You know what I'm saying? It's a festivity going from the morning to the afternoon. Great energy, you know what I'm saying? You got people dancing. You got celebs that come into town. They used to do big concerts in Washington Park. So, I mean, that was always great energy when you got different talent coming to the city and showing up and showing out.
For sure. That was sounding dope. I wish I would have been, could have got to experience that.
I mean, we can get it back going. You know what I'm saying? We just got to tap in. We'll get there. We'll get to that point.
Yeah. Is there anybody in the music industry that you would like to feature with? Anybody, any legend that motivated you? Before you answer that question, is there any musical, uh, anybody in the
I
music?
mean, of course, Wayne,
Yeah, for sure.
Wayne, it's a few more I can't really think off the bat, but I'm gonna just say Wayne because we was stuck at hard as hell. Wayne, Gucci, shit like that. We was stuck at G's and shit like that. We was stuck at hard as hell going up to that shit, like for real, for real. But artists that I work with, I'm open to work with artists. Just probably like I don't know, I can't really think. I probably work with a motherfucker like Yachty, J
Mm,
Cole,
mm.
Yachty, J Cole. I can't think of nothing off the back, but those type of
For
them.
Kendrick?
I ain't gonna say I fuck with him, but I don't not fuck with him. I just don't be off his music. I hear his shit. I see what he doing, but it's
Ain't
just
so wild.
yeah, it ain't my vibe though. He do what he do though, but it ain't my vibe though. But like J Cole, I've been off J Cole. I like how he come. Yachty, he be going stupid. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's a lot of other artists I can't really just think off the back, but those two just come to mind just off the back.
So, you know, um, I asked all my people who, especially rappers, I feel like most rappers got trauma growing from when they were younger.
For sure, for sure.
So, I asked everybody, like, how's your mental health, bro? Like, how are you mentally? Are you in a good space? Are you, you know?
I'm actually in a good space right now, but I wasn't probably like 6 months ago. But like to start off this new year, hell yeah, I've been going strong. I've been real tapped in with self, just working on self. Like that's all I'm on. I'm just working on self, and it's been working for me. So shit, that's why like where all this energy come from, and me getting out of my comfort zone, doing shit like interviews, because I just was never with this type of shit. But I'm in a different headspace. I see things different. I'm just more aware. And shit, I got goals and shit that I'm attacking. So this is part of it. This plays a part of it. This part of the chapter. Doing interviews and you know what I'm saying, meeting with people, linking with people, and getting my insight on things, giving my insight. Yeah, hell yeah. I'm definitely tapped in with self right now. I'm definitely on a different type of journey
Yeah.
for sure.
So, look, first of all, I think you answered my question for the most part pretty good. I do want to get a part two with you so I could dive more into what you got really going on in your music. I'll come to Chicago so long as I have a
Oh
problem.
yeah, come fuck with me, man. Great hospitality. I'ma fuck with you the long way we gon'.
But before we go, right? Um, what's a message that you can give to the youth of your city, my city, and every other city that's the trenches?
To the youth,
What's a message that you could give them to not follow your path or whatever you feel like saying? I'm gonna let you have it.
only thing I could really say that can go for a lot of shit is just be yourself, because that's kind of where all the fitting in come at, because everybody want to be accepted. Shit, I've been myself forever. You feel me? So I'm telling you, that in itself right there gonna speak volume. You know what I'm saying? People gonna judge you and say things, you know what I'm saying, with this, that, and the third, but only God can judge you. But you gotta walk in your own light. You know what I'm saying? You gotta do you. Doing you is the best thing. Fucking with yourself firsthand, loving yourself, you feel me?
Yeah.
Really trying to be better, you know what I'm saying? Regardless of whatever mistakes you make, ups and downs, because everybody, nobody perfect. We all, you know what I'm saying, do things, that, and the third, but I'm telling you, being yourself is the most comfortable place to be. I don't know how I feel to really be like not in my own skin, but I see other people, you know what I'm saying? I don't judge them, but I mean, it'd be hard to walk like that when you're not being yourself. Or even if things that happen due to trauma or whatever the case may be. But yeah, just be yourself. Just always try to be yourself. Tap in with yourself. Don't let nobody like make you not want to be yourself. Like, it's cool to want to be accepted. Everybody want to be accepted, but like, be yourself. That shit get you far. Trust me, that shit gets you far. It take you a long way. You'll learn more like that.
I appreciate you coming out
Oh,
here to fuck with me, bro. I
I
mean, we
appreciate
done
you.
I done see you a couple times. We done did some sets.
For
I'm gonna
sure.
add it in the B-roll a little bit so y'all
Yeah,
can see.
hell
My
yeah.
boy was hitting them joints. so
Yeah. For sure
yeah,
though.
I
I
appreciate it,
fuck with you,
bro.
man. I ain't gonna lie, we gotta do this again.
And like I told Driller when y'all come down here, bro. I mean, I'll take y'all hunting out here in the south. We go hunt some deers
Oh,
on
that
them
sound more
summer
like
tours. We
I
we go
like
fishing. I mean, we got guns out here, bro. So we
yeah, I
big
see
gun,
y'all
little
guns.
guns.
Y'all
Yeah,
shit galore. Y'all got that military shit.
nah, for sure.
Yeah, y'all got why not? Yeah, I fuck with y'all the long way.
Yeah,
Shout
we
out North Carolina.
Yeah, we appreciate it, bro. And it was good having you. And man, we're gonna get that part two. Make sure you look. My man said he gonna give me the part
Hey,
two.
come on, man. You know it. You know it.